What do you want to talk about?
I was just wondering what you thought, maybe what could happen to improve the situation here. You seem to be a pretty smart guy.
Oh, how Calgary can get its oil back?
How it can get its money back.
Well, the problem is you were fucked by OPEC, right? So OPEC didn't want fracking because fracking was affecting their bottom line. So they flooded the market with tons of oil, driving the price of oil down. And oil's got to be pretty expensive before you guys can try to filter it out of that mud that it's in. So
yeah,
you're really at the mercy of a fucking giant conglomerate. And it's infuriating here as a North American because we're getting this oil from people who murder rape victims by throwing rocks at them and throw gays off buildings. We figure out a way to get our own gas, and they fuck us by driving down the price of oil and manipulating the markets.
Yeah, that's right.
So how the fuck? You can't fight that. You're fighting the entire Middle East.
Exactly.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
What do you think I am, Milton Friedman? I'm going to bombard you with some brilliant economic theory to save the entire oil industry?
Well, I don't know.
I don't got shit, man. Thanks for calling, though. I like you more than a friend. What a sweet, sweet boy. But yeah, when you're up against... And that drives me nuts, too. I guess I have to talk about oil the whole episode now. You can tell liberals are lying. Yesterday we were talking about hypotheticals, and so much of their shit, they don't even believe so much of their hypotheticals. And they'll say, we no blood for oil, no blood for oil. We need to get out of these stupid oil wars. Okay, check it out. A pipeline that comes from Canada all the way down here. No. What? Why not? I don't know. It could hurt like the Arctic beaver owl. What? We're talking about saving millions of lives and jobs and ending a war. No, I don't like it. Brock, don't do it. So you're canning the whole thing because of some nebulous environmental concerns about a fucking pipe going through the desert. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. All right, I have another... I'm sorry about our fight the other day. I have another idea. It's called fracking. So you go down and you fracture the shale, and you can get natural gas that way. It goes down really, really deep, and it's pretty painless. I mean, it's not like coal mining where you have to level a whole mountain. It's just a little hole in the ground, and creates jobs, and we're not getting money from the Middle East like you told me. Remember, no blood for oil? Yeah, I don't want you to do it. What? Why? I saw a movie done by a fucking idiot named David Fox, and he said it'll pollute the water supply. No, I said it goes below. It goes through. It doesn't. There's no examples of it polluting the water supply. No, I saw someone with brown water. They had a jug of brown water. Yeah, it's naturally occurring methane. Nope. I saw one guy, he lit his tap water on fire. Yeah, naturally occurring methane. That's why Burning Springs, New York, is called Burning Springs. Because way before they had water, back when they were naming the town, they noticed that if you threw a match into a fountain, it would fucking sit there, not boiling, but on fire. In fact, they made a nice little fountain in the middle of the town that's constantly on fire at all times, burning off the naturally occurring methane. And that's why people frack there in the first place, fuckface, because there's methane. But they just see tap water on fire and they go, see, my tap is a gasoline. So unless you're powering a car, I don't want to drink that. You can drink that just fine. So then they say no to fracking. And you go, okay, I'm going back to the Middle East, I guess. Yeah, good, bye. And then you realize you're a little cunt. You don't want a solution. You just like bitching. You just like griping. That's why you're doing this. And that's why Trump is winning, because we're sick of the gripers. Because we came up with solutions for them. We go, you're right. Blood, oil, bad. I don't like war either. We're on the same page. Here's 2 solutions. No, I don't like them. Well, then fuck you. You're just doing it to whine. God, these people. I mean, at least the Freedom Riders, right, when they went across the South, white people going into, blacks and whites going to segregated South, they got beat up and they had their suits on. At least they weren't complaining. They were going out and doing something and then getting their asses kicked. Now, imagine being one of these people who just bitches all the time. I saw this article. Did I send it to you from Salon? Yeah, check some of my emails. There was this article, and Salon is just... gripey, bitchy spinsters. It should be called spinster.com. And there was this article there about how women do divorce better and how they're happier and they're more fulfilled and they're less suicidal. They don't tend to break apart. They tend to move on with their life. Okay, first of all, women are happier because they've been designed that way. That's the plan that God laid out. You see, a woman will see a drawing that sucks from a child and she can naturally make it good in her mind and go, that's really good, Kevin. That looks like a horse. Men don't have that glasses half full ability. So we see a shitty drawing from a kid and we go, that looks really good. It doesn't look anything like a horse. That's why we are at work all day and they're at home, because they're better at that kind of stuff. They're better at keeping Kevin cheery. And that also makes them happier, as Judgy Bitch pointed out on the show, because they can always see the positive side of things. And it's really hard to research shit like single motherhood and are women happier since feminism? They're not. But the women are so positive about their shitty situation that if you look up dealing with breast cancer, you'll find a ton of articles saying, women, it's just fine. I'm a cancer survivor and I love it. And everything is cool here, losing my tits. And single moms rock. I love being a single mom. And I love being divorced. Divorce rocks. It's great. Women divorce better than men. They're happier, more confident, and less likely to self-destruct. Women also institute divorce 70% of the time. They are the ones who shut it down.
Look at this one, too. It was from a month ago.
Divorce is a good thing. Americans have become too judgmental about marital separation. You must accept that not all marriages work out. What do you mean I must accept it? What the fuck does that mean? Am I making it illegal to get divorced? Why are you telling me to accept things? I'll bet you anything, by the way, if you read this article, it focuses on the parents exclusively and doesn't even mention kids. I bet it talks about how women need it and they're happier when they do it and blah, blah, blah. Okay, while Americans are theoretically okay with divorce, they are increasingly judgmental of people's reasons for getting divorced. There's been a precipitous decline in approval of leaving your spouse on the grounds of incompatibility. Jesus Christ, we're not even allowed to see a failed marriage as a bad thing. They're just impervious to criticism. Nothing they do is bad. Everything rocks. Women rock. Cancer rules. Leaving your kids without a dad is totally awesome. That's a pretty big shift. Okay, I don't need to read that. But yeah, Louis C.K., Kevin Hart, all these pro-divorce people, they never talk about the fucking kids. The children of divorce are fucked. And I know, because it's all my friends. I'm one of the only guys I know. Me and my wife are some of the only people we know that have parents who are still together. And most of my friends don't have kids. And it's not me. I'm talking about if I go to Facebook, I look up high school people, no kids. And I think it's because they were fucked over by divorce. They don't admit it. They say, oh, believe me, it's good. My parents are fighting all the time. It's good. No, it's not good. Like Anthony Cumia. His dad fucked off. I'm quitting the family to go be a cowboy in California. Took Don forever to finally decide to have kids. Anthony's got no kids. They just go, I don't want to continue this line. Like Sarah Silverman said, I don't want kids because I'm depressed and I wouldn't want to bring another person into this world. Jesus Christ, how sad is that? John and Garrett in the control room here, no kids. Been dating their girlfriends for like 8 years. No ring on it. It's like a weird genocide. We just stopped having kids one day. And all I can see for the reason is divorce. They go, fuck marriages. And you know another terrible thing about divorce? It makes you quit. It makes you more prone to divorce. Because you go, my dad did it. We're having a tough week. Okay. Dude, you can have a bad year in a marriage. You can have a bad couple years. It's like if you move to China or something. It really sucks at first. You got to learn the language. You got to learn the culture. You have to eat their disgusting food with like just a turtle and a bowl of hot water. You got to get over all that stuff. And then it's kind of cool. Next thing you know, you're all like, oh, 对不起, 好, 老师说你好吃. Doing fucking kung fu kicks and stuff. The Karate Kid 2 took place in China. Some black woman had brought her kid there. And I'm watching the movie because I lived in China and I'm just like, God, that would suck. China is the worst. The worst. Oh, is it communism? I don't think so. Because Taiwan is capitalist, and it's exactly the same. They fucking have their meat outside on a coat hanger, hanging there in the winter. I guess because their fridge is full? I don't understand it. So you're just looking, and their socks, they hang their socks out to dry. So you're just looking up at these buildings, and you just see socks and shirts and meat all over the place. It's always cold. You're always freezing. No one has their heat on anywhere. And that's Taiwan and mainland China, Beijing, Shanghai. So if you go, we went and had, David Cross and I went and had some tailored suits made. They make your suit extra big so you can fit a sweater on underneath, because everyone wears at least one sweater under their blazer, right? No, I don't. So they made me this fucking talking heads, you may find yourself suit that I needed a sweater on to fit, because they're always freezing. And they don't like nice stuff. Like, you could give a Chinese person silk sheets and they just go, why are you doing this? It's so expensive. I'm going to sell it. I just lie on the floor. Like, you'll go to a nice dentist's house. He's got money. He's got a 5-floor apartment. But there's like boxes everywhere. Tupperware boxes with crap in them. And everything is tiled. There's no carpeting. Ugh. I was barefoot on those tile floors. And then the shit. God, you go take a shit and there's some other guy's shit just sitting there. And you got to crouch down. There's no stalls. You're sitting there having a disgusting shit. And my shits were super gross there because I would only drink Guinness. I hate the food. I'd go days and days and days without eating. And so I'm having my gross Guinness molasses shit. And some guy just with a newspaper squats down next to me, and I just hear his crackling poo sound as it comes out of his ass like 2 girls, 1 cup. And I'm just like, oh, God. Though I can't think of a good thing about China. Can you pull up the trailer for the Karate Kid with Will Smith? Old people doing Tai Chi in the freezer.